Mega GMs. How we doing, fam? Friday edition of Inside NFTs. It's August 11th. We're here to take a look at the NFT market, at the NFT news, the news that's impacting the market. There's so much to talk about. And a mixed bag today. We got FUD from the DeGods Season 3 announcement. We got Copium surrounding that announcement too. It's really wild out there right now, honestly. And whenever there's a big project bringing big news, especially when there's controversy, well, it's just wild out there. There's almost nothing like it. So we'll dive into that. A little more bad news, actually, from Jack Butcher and Jalil's Infinity Collection. Wallet drained for 40 ETH. That's a bummer. We'll talk about that. There is good news, though. The base blockchain off to a red-hot start. It's behind that DeeKay and Cozomo collaboration. Really cool drop there. And we even have a big surprise, at least a surprise from me. LarvaLabs, they're back with a new NFT. No, it's not a new type of CryptoPunk. It's not even an avatar. It's not a PvP, but it's an access token for a new DAO. That's super cool, though. I'm excited to show you that. Let's get into it. Starting with your Forkast 500 NFT index update. This is my temperature check of the market. How is the market reacting to the DeGods drama? Well, it's down 0.27%. We've been green all week, right? You can't complain about this at this point. They've been red for days, weeks, months prior to this week. Mostly in the green throughout this week. So down right now, 0.27%. It's okay, fam. We'll take it. We've seen so much worse. And look, on the week, still up 0.53%. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, fam. Your top 10 collections. No surprise seeing DeGods here at the top. Then we have DraftKings, who's been at the top all week long, typically in the one spot. They're still looking strong. And you have D-Market, Saints, So Rare, Gods Unchained, Mutant Ape Yacht Club above Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's cool. Milady Maker, then Clone X at the end. Clone X is actually Nike. Nike bought them, so that's cool to see big brands up here in the top. DeGods, got to point out that 2.5 mil in volume, a lot of volume, doesn't tell the full picture, doesn't show you the price of the DeGods NFTs, which are actually down pretty big. About 20% up to 25%. They've really fallen, especially since yesterday, the day before. The delay with their announcement, ultimately the announcement not being well received, so that has really impacted their price. Saints, new for me. I didn't know what they were. Did a little digging. I don't know what to think about it, fam. Really, they're expensive. They're 0.8 ETH, but it's really the same buyers, and it's just a few sellers. I don't know that it's not wash trades, but I don't know how legitimate it is. Went to the site, clicked around, didn't see anything that looked special, anything that would drive value. And when I clicked on their social links from their site, they didn't go anywhere. So some red flags. I don't want to label it a scam or something, malicious. But I don't know. It's worth doing a little digging if you're interested in that. I may separately on my own. Let's get right into that good news to start, though. The base blockchain, $175 million bridge to the blockchain. Probably Ethereum that's bridged over to buy that new drop. 136,000 active users. That's really impressive. 40K average new users per day. Again, really good start for the Coinbase blockchain. And I'm rooting for them. I said it before. I'll support them because they're supporting us. They are. Even if you don't want these centralized exchanges, they're good for the space. Those custodial wallets, well, people outside of NFTs and outside of crypto, that's what they need to get in. So you had this artwork from DeeKay and Cozomo, right? It's over. It minted out, or I should say the 24-hour period closed. Two versions, the Ethereum version where he plants an Ethereum flag, and another one where he plants a Bitcoin flag. Over 45,000 of the Ethereum version sold, and I believe over 25,000 of the Bitcoin version. So really a ton were sold. Wow, the Ethereum version on its own, 452 ETH that brought in. It's a lot of money. They made some money, and look, this was a narrative they were running with, that they were being censored by Meta, that they were being blacklisted by Google, or Gmail at least, banned in Australia. Man, that's not fully true. Sure makes a good story, though, doesn't it? And these guys, they're salesmen. They had something to sell. They made a lot of money. This probably helped. Okay. They were pointing out that you get this link when you try accessing their website. This is obviously from Twitter to their Mint site. And here's what happened on Instagram. Goes against community guidelines. So maybe they got a policy against NFTs. It's possible. But that's not censorship. Come on. Okay, a user dug in a little bit, so I'm saying this knowing really what's going on. They didn't code their site properly, right? It wasn't secure enough, so they're throwing a warning on it. You can still continue. You're not being censored. Just fix your shit. Like, come on. What can you do, right? Again, it makes for a good story. They made a lot of money. Just, that's my word of advice here. Be skeptical. Just know that these guys got a motive. It's to make bank, and they sure as hell did. Okay, the negative side, again, yeah, this is really a bummer because DeGods are great. They're one of the top PFP projects out there. So they reveal their artwork after the day or so delay, not telling people it was going to be delayed. The art, people found underwhelming. I loved it. I'm not one of them that had a problem with the art. I think the art looks great. But some felt it was less colorful, it was less exciting, there wasn't, the traits were kind of vanilla. Maybe, I thought they looked great. Again, my issue here is the cost. 333 dust to mint this, to upgrade your PFP to Season 3. That's like 0.4 ETH. After we just got done with Azuki's 2 ETH mint and the Cyberkong's 0.25 ETH mint, which I think was okay, but the broader NFT community did not. Well, then you're coming out with a 0.41 ETH mint. Yikes, man. You know, all these guys I actually look up to and I respect, and then I question how well they really understand the market sometimes. I feel at some point they make so much money that they're detached from regular people, and that may be what's going on here. But you have so much copium out there. Oh my God, like, legendary here. I think more engagement farming, but calling it a marketing stunt maybe, suggesting it might be staged. I doubt it. Yeah, I really doubt it, man. Look, this is what happens when there's FUD out there. When people sense negativity around your project, they dump it. And Frank gets that. The DeGods team gets that. They're not putting out something subpar when they know this will happen. Floor price drops from 9 ETH down to 6 ETH. Lost so much value. Right? It'll find its floor. It'll probably bounce back. I think all things considered, all the negative things that were part of their announcement are all really minor. But with that said, I think it's still overvalued. I think everything in NFTs is way overvalued. So, man, this is part of that let's get real process. So cool, bring it. Lastly, here, one of the artists or the primary artist made a video addressing the concerns, stating why they made some decisions, but also stating they're fixing stuff. So good on them. They're good guys, you can tell. Okay, next up, Doodles. What I mean by next up is, man, the big projects are 0 for 3 this summer. Kind of dropping the ball. Doodles on August 18th have, I think, a 3D avatar. I hope they get this right. I hope there's no charge. I hope if there is a charge, it's minimal. Just stop with these mints. You got assets. It doesn't cost you much to make these JPEGs, these pictures, these 3D avatars. Like, give them away to your holders, guys. Jeez. Getting a little annoyed. I honestly am. We've spent so much money, all of us. How much have you spent? I bet you tens of thousands of dollars. I bet you maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. We've spent so much money. And then you're asking for more? Man. About to get mad here. All right, this one's cool, though. Although the actual news story, the story is not cool. This is the Jack Butcher Jaleel Infinity Collection, right? Someone found a bug in the contract. They drained the wallet. They drained the contract at 40 ETH. That's a bummer. This is a social experiment. This is almost a free NFT. It's 0.008 ETH. You mint this art NFT. Social experiment on, we say we're here for the art. Are we really? If you get a free NFT that you can anytime swap back for your ETH, what are you going to collect? How many editions of this look or that look? How many are going to sell? How many are going to be minted? Cool experiment, right? So somebody wrecked it. They stole the money from that wallet. They're going to refund that money. They're going to put it back in the contract so people can actually swap their NFT and get their ETH back and make this whole. They'll fix the contract. They'll move on. It'll be fine. Better now than in a few months or a few years when there's hundreds of ETH in that wallet or in that contract, or thousands of ETH. And I think it'll grow that big over the lifetime, because the lifetime of this is infinity. So better now with 40 ETH than down the road with hundreds or thousands of ETH. It's a good looking collection. All right, we're ending on this. Just so excited about it, man. LarvaLabs, again, the creator of CryptoPunks and of Autoglyphs. New NFT partnering with the Fingerprints DAO. A DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. What does that mean? What do they do? It can mean or do whatever you want. It's anonymous club, right? You can be part of this group. The membership, well, it can be 5 people. It could be 5 million people. Like, none of those are set static terms. But your membership, well, it's represented by an NFT. Typically, you have voting rights in that DAO. Now, this DAO, maybe it's going to own a collection of art, and if you own the DAO token, the membership NFT, you own a stake in that collection. You'll typically have voting rights in the group, and maybe they're going to have access to very exclusive art drops. Maybe they'll have access to very exclusive NFT mints. I'm not sure yet, but it's really cool, and LarvaLabs being part of it makes me really want in. To get in, you need to buy a currency called Prints. 5,000 Prints gets you into the DAO. That's the cost to mint the DAO token. Last I checked, that's about 2.7 ETH. Let's take a look. Yeah, almost 2.8 ETH. That price is going up and up and up as people are learning about this. Because it's LarvaLabs. Because it's LarvaLabs. That's all you need to hear. Pretty darn cool, okay? I love that. So, for the rest of the day, we're going to watch and see how DeGods and collectors affect this market. I do think there's going to be a bigger impact than just this down, 2.2% we were earlier. I think we'll see a more drastic impact. Yeah, see, we're already falling, 0.37% down. I think we're going to end the day pretty low. I think it's going to be rough. Just negative news has a consequence, and we saw it in the DeGods price. We're going to see that trickle down to other collections like we saw when Azuki, well, wrecked the space with that 2 ETH mint. But I'll keep my eyes out. I'll keep my ears open. I will bring you the latest updates. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Maybe later today, but probably tomorrow morning at least. At the very least that. Until then, we'll see ya.